Everybody, I hope you're all doing well. It's Mama Brooke here. I'm going to make some tzatziki sauce, homemade tzatziki sauce. So it's garlic, lemon, dill, Greek yogurt, and a cucumber. And I'll show you as I go along. And then I'm going to make souvlaki. And I'm going up north on a little road trip to my girlfriend's to the secret garden. Yeah. And she said it's just huge right now. So I'll definitely do a video of the secret garden. And I might make a spinach pie to take with me too. I'll stop and get some pita breads. I don't have any of that. And she says she has everything for a Greek salad. So we're good to go. Follow along. If you have the time, please like and subscribe. And I'm going to use this container to make it, or to put it in so I can take it to go. I thought, why throw it away if I'm going up there anyways. Usually I just recycle them. But that'll work beautifully. I have some phyllo pastry out right now. Some spinach defrosting. I have ricotta cheese and feta cheese. And I'm going to make a spinach pie. I'm not going to make a huge one. There's just the 4 of us. Plus with everything else, it'll be a lot of food. As usual, but it'll be all good. So I'm going to get busy and make the sauce. Okay, I'm just going to put, I don't know, probably 1.5 cups of Greek yogurt into my container here. No more than that. I'll probably do 1/2 lemon squeezed, some lemon rind. There's just 4 people. I don't even think Johnny eats the sauce, her son, but that's fine. Okay, that should be more than enough for us. And I'm going to do 1/2 lemon juice. Just make sure I don't get any of those pits in there. You know me and the pits. There's something in there. Well, I'll fix that in a second. I have some lemon rind here that I'm going to add in. I'm just going to cut up this garlic. I don't have fresh dill, but this is my dill from last summer. I'm just going to probably, there's a stick in there. I'm probably going to use about 1/2 teaspoon. That should be enough. And I'll use some in the spinach pie too. Tzatziki. I'm going to use 1/2 of this for the tzatziki sauce and the other 1/2 I'll put in the marinade. I sprinkle a little bit of salt on it and then it cuts up so much easier. Okay, so to chop this up, I just push down on it really hard and then I slice it up. It just makes it really fast. Okay, now it's all chopped up and I'm going to reserve 1/2 of it and 1/2 into the Greek yogurt, and I'm going to grate up my cucumber here. I use 1/2 cucumber for this. I leave the skin on. It's an English cucumber, no seeds. So that's what I always try to use for making the tzatziki. And then I'll put it into a little piece of linen and I'll squeeze all the water out. I add a little bit of salt. I usually let it sit a little while, so I will do that. Okay, the cucumber's rested about 15-20 minutes and I just squeezed all the water out. I don't believe I'm going to need all this cucumber, but whatever I have left over, I'll just throw into the spinach pie. I don't really waste anything. You know, it's just more flavor, right? I'm going to give this a really good mix and put the lid on it, put it in the fridge till tomorrow. I have fresh thyme here. I'm going to cut some of that off and I'm going to use it for my marinade for the souvlaki. The marinade for the chicken, I'm going to use garlic, thyme, Italian seasoning, some lemon juice, some dill, and some olive oil. And I'm going to mix that all in a bag and put the chicken in the bag. My chicken's not fully defrosted, but I'm just going to cut them into cube size so I can stick them on the sticks later. But I'll put them into the marinade, which I've already made here in the bag. Okay, the chicken's marinated. I have 8 sticks here that I can put it on tomorrow. They're just a tad bit still frozen. That's fine. I cut it all up. It's all in little chunks, and the marinade's sitting on it. It'll sit there overnight. It'll be better if it does that. Now I'm going to move on to the spinach pie. I'm not going to make a huge spinach pie, but I got the leftover cucumber that I had, 1 egg, a teaspoon of dill, and a teaspoon of oregano and parsley. And I'm probably going to do about 1 cup of ricotta and 1 cup of feta. And I have 3 frozen cubes of spinach, which I'm waiting for them to defrost, and then I'll drain them. Cube, I guess it's about 1 cup of feta. And I just took it out of the brine. And I put in a cup of ricotta in there. And I'm going to just break this up in my hand. And then I'll wait for the spinach to defrost and I'll mix it all together. And I'll do my layers of phyllo in a pie shell. I think I'm going to do it in pie shell. Sometimes I make triangles, but I think I'm going to do a pie shell. And I think that's it. I'll add some pepper. I've melted about a 1/4 cup of butter, and I just went along my pie pan here, and I put a lot of butter in there, and then I'm going to put the layers of phyllo in there, and I'll make it kind of rustic, I think. And then I'll refrigerate it overnight. I'm not going to cook it today. I'll cook it tomorrow up north. It'll be way better that way. Okay, I've just added a little extra butter on the bottom here so it doesn't stick. Phyllo pastry is really dry, and if it gets in the air, it even gets drier. I'm probably going to use 6 to 8 sheets. 2 will be used for the top, and probably 5 or 6 for the bottom. And I'm just breaking up my spinach here. It took a while to defrost. You can use fresh, but I usually use frozen for this. Just incorporate the 2 cheeses and the spices and the spinach all together and make sure it's well combined. And then I'm just going to put it inside the pie shell. Lots of times I just make triangles, or you can make it like a ring. You know, it goes around and around. You can do a lot of different things with it if you want. But today I'm going to do a spinach pie. It'll be easy to carry up that way in a pie pan, so... Okay, I just gonna get my phyllo pastry ready. I buy this, of course, it's frozen. And I defrost it a little bit, and I take anywhere from 6 to 8 sheets off this. It depends how I'm making it or what I'm doing and stuff. I think I'm gonna make some roses for the top if there's extra butter left over. It's always nice to have that crunch factor in there. So I just roll it out and I take the sheets that I wanna take. And I'm just probably about half, I guess. It's about half. There's probably anywhere from 10 to 12 sheets in here, easy. Not quite sure. I've never really counted them, to be honest. Then I roll it back up tight and I stick this back in the freezer in a freezer bag. So I lay it on my buttered dish. And because it's not round, I want it to overlap. And I'm really sorry I don't have proper equipment because this is really bothering me too. I bought a new tripod and it doesn't bend all the way down so you can see. So I'm trying to put it into the cupboard and, you know, I'm being honest with you guys. I'm not trying to hide anything. But the one I had before would at least bend down. This one doesn't. And, you know, another $50. And I bought a microphone and it doesn't seem to be doing too much either. So I don't know. I think I just need to buy some really, really good equipment. But in the interim, I'm doing the best with what I have. So I just take the butter here and I put butter in between the sheets. And phyllo pastry is really, really dry. And if you leave it out, it'll dry out in 2 minutes and just crack and break and fall into a million pieces. It's such a thin pastry. So I just put a bit in there and then I'm going to add another sheet in here, or maybe a half a sheet. This is a half a sheet. And I just lay it in and kind of squeeze it into the corners a little bit and leave the rest out kind of ragged because I'll just bunch all that up at the end once I put the spinach filling inside. So I'll put a little bit more butter onto this. Each layer you should put a little bit of butter. Some people use oil. I like butter on mine. I just think it gives it way more flavor. And I use the salted butter because I don't really salt anything except for the very top when I'm done. Feta cheese has salt in it too, so I don't add salt into the mixture. Most cheeses have salt, so see how I'm just layering it up? Well, I want a few corners hanging out. I kind of want a rustic look to this. When it bakes, it'll all crisp up and it'll go golden, and it's really pretty when it's all done. Like I said a minute ago, I will probably make some rosebuds or some curly cues or something with the leftover. If there's a sheet or two, I definitely will. Whenever I have a little bit of butter left over, that's what I do. So now I'm just putting the spinach inside here, and then I'll smooth it all down. And I think I, had a good consistency here. I used 3 chunks of frozen spinach. a cup of ricotta, a cup of broken up feta, and I did some dill, some oregano, pardon me, some parsley, and some pepper. And that's really about it. It's pretty basic. Okay, so now I'm going to fold it over all the way around and add butter while I'm doing this to the top. This will be me closing it up. And see, I'm just kind of doing it kind of rough and rustic. It bakes better if it's kind of a little bit like has folds in it and that. It crisp is what it really does. So it's better than just being all flat. For me anyways, this is how I like it. I'm not Greek. I'm not trying to be Greek. I grew up in Greek town though, and I ate this a lot. They make it probably different than me. I've had it with dandelions and spinach and stuff. I've had it a few different ways. But this is my method to it. And I enjoy eating it. My daughter really likes this dish. So, okay, I have it all done. I do have 2 sheets, which I'm going to cut both of them in half and make 4 rosebuds for the top of my pie pan. So I have a little bit of butter left in the pot, and I'm just going to dip the rose in it. And the first one will probably get a lot of butter. Yep. And that's okay, because I'll just rub it onto the other one. The butter just makes it amazing, guys. I mean, I'm not trying to say this is low-cal. It's not, but anything with butter isn't low-cal, right? But, oh my God, the flavor is amazing. So see how I just made a little bunch, and that looks like a rosebud when it gets cooked up. Okay, so I'm going to just finish up here, and I'm going to pop this into the fridge for the night, and everything should be ready to go in the morning. I'm done for this meal. I smell a barbecue or something outside. It smells really good. Okay, I think I'm done. So, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I will show you this when I get up north, when I put it in the oven and bring it out. I'll probably bake it for about 30 minutes on about 350. Okay, I'll see you when I get up to the Big O. And I'll show you the secret garden when I'm up there. She really has done a beautiful job. She told me on the phone today it's really overgrown. I'm adding just a sprinkle of salt onto this. And then I'm going to put a sprinkle of pepper onto this as well. You don't really have to, but it looks pretty when it bakes. And I'm done. In the fridge she goes for the night. I'll see you when I get up there. I'm exhausted, actually. Looks good, though, right? Wait till you see it out of the oven. Woo! Sexy times all the time. Good morning, everybody. I'm just packing up my bag with all the food and a few dresses, going light. Just a couple sundresses. I have a cute one on right now. It's kind of cute, right? I didn't pay anything for it. Anyways, I am on the road. I'm just making a coffee to take with me, and I'll see you guys up there. Yeah, sexy times. I'll show you my dinner. And if I get up to anything, I'll let you know. I have a lady friend who follows me, a subscriber, and she's so sweet. And every morning she texts me something beautiful. You know what, Miss Hill? You're a wonderful woman. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna make a Greek salad: tomatoes, onion, cucumbers, feta cheese, and lettuce. And then I'll make up a dressing. Okay, the salad's made and the pie's going in the oven. So around 350 for probably 45 minutes. Rose whipped up a Greek dressing for us, so I don't have to do it. Works out perfect. And I put the meat on the sticks. 4 chicken breasts made 8. We put 4 in the freezer because we don't need them. 1 each is good. I'm gonna heat up some naan bread for the side. And we just bought this up at the Zehrs. A garlic one. Okay, the spinach pie is out. Kebabs are coming off the barbecue, and we're doing the pita. Look, it's good. Doesn't it look amazing? It does look good, Rose.
Looks wonderful.
Homemade tzatziki. Okay. Bon appetit. Enjoy, everybody. Talk to y'all later. Ciao.
Thank you.